Now that's how you win a basketball game. The New York Knicks won a thriller last night against the Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta, 108-105. Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson comes through. Cat, a phenomenal game. Mikal Bridges, good first half. OG Anunoby, another good game for OG, scoring 20 points. That's how you win a close game when you need it for seeding. You need it to stay in the 3 seed, and you're getting ready for the playoffs. That was a playoff atmosphere type of game, and the Knicks were able to do what the Knicks have done, especially last year. Kat said it perfectly. This game reminded me of last year. We just found a way, and found a way the Knicks did. I want to talk about this Knicks versus Hawks game. I want to go a little bit at some Knicks fans that are Jalen Brunson haters. The people that just want to get on, want to be mad about something. Yeah, Jalen Brunson really showed you right there. We'll talk about it all here on Backman Sports. Before I do, comment below what's your thoughts about this Knicks-Hawks game. Hey, what's your projections for the Knicks for the playoffs? Like this video. And, of course, subscribe to Backman Sports. I'm Luke Backman. Knicks, what a phenomenal win. Jalen Brunson, 30 points. Cat, 21 points. I mentioned all of this. We just got to start off with the captain. I mean, first and foremost, Jalen Brunson, 17 in the fourth quarter. Had a awful shooting night through the first 3 quarters. Really, first 2.5 quarters that he kind of got a couple shots to fall. In the third quarter was 2 of 8 for the first half. And if you're watching this game, and again, I'll talk about the Brunson haters from Knick fans. At halftime, they were saying, hey, Brunson's not the guy, all these different things. I mean, granted, some of them are engagement farming. You know, just wanted that because everyone loves Brunson. Okay, let's go against him, right? But some are dead serious. You'd be surprised on Twitter. But Brunson, you could tell from the get-go it's going to be a rough shooting night because he misses a free throw. In the second quarter, he missed 2 open three-pointers that didn't even rattle in. They just were offline. And it was like, this is a JB game that isn't, from the field, a good one. He's had these games as Nick where the shooting just isn't there. But guess what? Again, going into half when we were down, I think 4 points, 57-53 going into half. It was like, it's a close game. Keep it a close game. And guess what? I'm confident that we have the best player on the court. That's Jalen Brunson. And what does he do in the clutch every single time? Well, get to the fourth quarter, 17 points, 12 straight Knick points at one point. It's clutch threes. I still can't believe he got the shot to go over McCollum. That final shot, just the level of difficulty. McCollum played excellent defense. Brunson lost it going up and still found a way to get it to go. I don't care if he shot 26 times. If you're new to this channel, I do not care about player efficiency when it gets playoff time or these high leverage games that obviously matter for seeding playoff intensity like games. All I care about is if you win the game. I don't care if you went 2 for 8 in the first half. Guess what? He went 9 for 18 in the second half. 50% from the field. Again, that player efficiency, the shooting percentage, if you win the game and you help contribute to your team winning the game, I don't care. I saw people online saying Nickeil Alexander-Walker outplayed Brunson. The dude had, 36 points, like 7 threes? Absolutely. He had a phenomenal game. Who would you rather be? Who would you rather have, excuse me? The dude who had a flamethrower of a night, just couldn't miss. Like, it was unbelievable. Or the guy that had the second most amount of points and walked the other team down in the fourth quarter, controlled the game. Guess who I'd rather have? Probably the latter. So, again, for people that can't stand Jalen Brunson or want to find, holes in his game to poke at just for content, I have no sympathy for you. I hope you didn't enjoy this win. I hope you just turned your TV off and sat there. I hope you... it blows me away because you can criticize Jalen Brunson. You can say he was having a bad shooting night. But people go overboard, say, he's not the guy. He's not all this off of one half. One half. Look what he did in the fourth quarter. All right, let's go to the rest of the team because the rest of the team contributed, and it was a good sign to see. I want to talk about Karl-Anthony Towns. That first half, that's a Karl-Anthony Towns we need to see. The pick-and-roll game, the two-man game between Brunson and Cat was great. I really liked it. It looked like Brunson was looking for Cat, especially with Brunson's shot being off. Brunson, as I've mentioned before, comes off those screens looking to score because he's a gifted scorer. Well, Cat also is. Brunson didn't have the scoring ability in the first half. Guess what? He gave it to Cat, and Cat was able to score. Ended up with 21 on the night. I think it was 8 for 9 in the first half. Get the ball to Cat. The other guy on our team that can easily score 20, 30 points in a game. Karl-Anthony Towns. I think Cat's been playing phenomenal. Hit a couple three-pointers, got to the rim. He's not hooking as much, which is good. Knock on wood, right? For an offensive foul. When we not play through, but get Cat touches, this offense is so good. Mikal Bridges in that first half ended with 15. I would love for Bridges to hit that open three at the end of the game. That would have been huge. But if he gives you 15 in a playoff game, especially helping pick up the slack for other players, man, I'll take that any day of the week. It's the games where Mikal has 4 points. And maybe the defense isn't as great. 15, I will take it when the offense was struggling. At least Jalen Brunson was in the first half. OG Anunoby, Knicks are, I think I saw a stat, 23-4 when he scores 20 points. Had 22? Let me check the box score. 22 points, 50% shooting, 4 for 10 for 3. I would like OG sometimes. It feels like he settles for a three-pointer. Like he gets that ball, and there'll be like 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And you know exactly the play I'm talking about, where he'll jab step, and then just like rise over. And, for a good amount of times he does hit the shot. But sometimes I'd love to see pump fake, go to the hole, or maybe pull up mid-range. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he settles for 3, 4 for 10. 10 of his 14 shots are from 3. I just say that because OG, it feels like when he gets to the paint and he can rise up for a jam, I like that. Mitchell Robinson. How can I almost forget about Mitchell Robinson? Mitchell Robinson, this was, when I talk about playoff type game, this was a playoff performance, from Mitchell Robinson. He was great. Like, when we get to playoff time, this is what Mitchell Robinson brings. And for Knicks fans, guess what? We're not surprised by this. If you've watched Mitchell Robinson these last 3-4 years, this is what he does day in and day out. He comes into the game and just changes the game. The blocks he had, the defense, it looked like a level of effort on the defensive end from Mitchell Robinson, from the blocks, the diving on the floor for the steal. The same that he had in Game 6 against the Celtics last year to the clincher. You remember when he literally ran across the perimeter, got the block or got the steal, then ran down on the other end? Like, that was the level. And when Mitch plays like that, there's no backup center, no second unit that can stop him. Defensive rebounding was an issue, and so was turnovers. I think, I know at one point the Knicks had 17. They did limit them in the second half. What did they finish with? I'm looking at the box score. Turnovers, they say they ended with 15. I remember very vividly NBC or Peacock saying they had 17 at some point. But either way, got to limit the turnovers. Had about double digits in the first half. Defensive rebounds could not rebound the ball, couldn't close possessions, especially in that fourth. They had, I think, at one point a 7-point lead, and they gave up 5 straight offensive rebounds or 4 straight offensive rebounds the same possession to the Hawks, and they were able to score and kind of climb it back into it. That might have been the second quarter, end of the first half. Either way, there's a couple of possessions like that. I would like to see maybe a double big lineup down at the end. Josh Hart really was nowhere to be found, but with that, Josh Hart comes up with 2 clutch offensive boards. 2 just ginormous offensive boards that sets up a Jalen Brunson game winner. That's Josh Hart for you. You can be pulling your hair out, thinking about what he's done this entire game, and then he comes through in the clutch. So, overall, Deuce McBride, the bench was okay. Jordan Clarkson does Jordan Clarkson things. It's been awesome to see him off the bench. I love watching this new version of Jordan Clarkson for the Knicks. Deuce McBride, he's still trying to get going. He's ice cold right now, but when Deuce starts doing what Deuce does, pre-injury, we're going to be fine. Landry Shamet, fine, another good outing. GTA, right now it seems like he's reserved to the bench. I'm not mad at that. He's going to have a moment. We're going to need him defensively, so I hope he's locked in. But at this moment, yeah, I like this offense, at least Deuce McBride being the point guard off the bench. So we're going to see, again, this was a playoff game. Knicks needed it for the seeding. They're both them and the Cavs have 3 games remaining. Knicks remain 1 game up in the standing for that 3 seed. Knicks have Boston on, Friday? Thursday, April 9th. The Cavs have the Hawks back-to-back games. They have the Hawks for 2 straight. That's going to be interesting. Again, the Hawks are coming into this Knicks game 18-2 over their last 20. And I think they'd won 18 straight home games. Granted, maybe the level of competition wasn't the greatest. Still, you win games and now you're at the 5th seed. It's a playoff-type matchup. You'd like to think Atlanta gets 1 against the Cavs, which would, be huge for the Knicks. Again, the Knicks own the tiebreaker. So if they end up with the same record, the Knicks are the 3 seed. For the Knicks, I feel like comfortable. You win 2 more games. I think you clinch 2 of the last 3. You have Toronto, which you always feel like you can pencil Toronto in for a win. Knock on wood. Hopefully you can too. You beat Boston. That's huge. I don't know. I think the Knicks, I'd still bet on them taking that 3 seed. We will have to see, though. Let me know in the comments below. Again, what a game from the New York Knicks. 108, This was a playoff game, not because of just the atmosphere, but the defense. We're going to see playoff games just around 100 points. Not these high-scoring games we've seen throughout the regular season. That was playoff basketball. And if you're a Knicks fan, you understand this is how the playoff basketball has been played the last 3 years. Back and forth games like this. Who's going to make a run? Get the ball to Jalen Brunson and let him be Captain Clutch. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about Knicks versus Hawks. Of course, like this video and subscribe to Backman Sports. I got all the coverage here on the NBA coming right up. We're getting playoff time. That's all I got. I'm Luke Backman. Peace. I'm out.